All right, so old school followers of this channel know that I had set a goal at the beginning of this last year. Yeah, toward the beginning of this last year of getting LASIK because so clever. I wanted to have 20/20 vision in 2020. And I actually found out that Marquez Brownlee did the exact same thing using the exact same little clever thing there. So I didn't know he followed me so much. Damn, Marquez. It's quite an honor. But yeah, did it last week. It happened last week. I am looking at you through lasered eyes right now. And I wanted to try to actually like sort of document the whole thing, like do a whole like, here I am at the thing, guys. And I failed miserably because, and I knew that there was like a 0.0001% chance that I would actually pull that off because yeah, they don't allow cameras in there when you do the thing. And it is eye surgery, so it was traumatic enough that it didn't make sense to even try to shoot something afterwards. But the point is, I recorded something before I went in to get the LASIK, thinking that this was going to, like I said, be a whole thing. And it turned out to not be, but I thought, let me just bounce to that. So this is sort of like a before and after video is really what it's about to be. So here's what I had to say before, and I'll come back and give you the follow-up on what happened. So it's Monday night. I was a little bit late doing the video. I usually record them earlier in the day, but yeah, I just shot the video for next Monday, first one for 2021. Exciting. And I thought I would just kind of do a quick TMI because I'm getting them done tomorrow. I'm doing the LASIK. I'm doing it tomorrow, and I'm so many emotions about it. I got to be honest. I don't quite know how to feel. So many emotions. Look how folded in on myself I am. Look at the body language here. I can't possibly be folded up anymore. Oh God. So I've had these glasses, my God, 15 years? I want to talk about these glasses for a while. And why I'm weirdly sad about the fact that I am like 12 hours away from never wearing these again. So first of all, your boy is classy. These are Versace's. Will that get in focus? See, I don't know if it's in focus because my eyes are out of focus right now. But here's the funny thing about these glasses. First of all, as many of you have probably already noticed, they don't really fit very well. They're kind of lean a little bit. They're a little crooked. Also, they're way too small. If you can see, they come out like this to my ears. But I wanted small frames because my prescription is so bad that the further you go out from the center, the more distorted everything gets, and the thicker the lenses are. These were the first lenses that I got that weren't just disturbingly Coke bottle thick. It's just because, you know, lens technology had advanced at that point. Because when I was younger, when I was in high school and stuff, I mean, the glasses that I had, I'm not kidding, they were like that thick. Coke bottles. I wish I still had the sports glasses that I had when I was in high school. It's the same ones that Devo wears. Devo in the Whip It video, he's got those weird clear like strap-on glasses. I had to wear those. The worst thing about those was, again, my eyes were so bad that the lenses I had to wear like distorted my vision. So it's kind of hard to like play baseball and basketball and be able to make baskets and hit balls and stuff when it's like you're on LSD or something. So I've always liked these glasses because they're the first ones that I ever had that didn't look like totally nerdy. But the other thing I've always really liked about these, and I don't know if I can even get this well on camera, but they're black. Obviously, they're black frames, but they're actually layered. If you can see, it's got an inner layer that's sort of clear. What if I zoom in? Let me just see what happens. So on the outside, though, it's like a blue translucent layer. So it's kind of black in the middle, clear on the inside, and blue on the outside. This is way too zoomed in. Nobody asked for this. I promise I'm not on the drugs that they're going to be giving me tomorrow yet. Although I am kind of looking forward to that. But no, what this means is that every once in a while people will see my glasses from a certain angle and it'll kind of catch this fleck of blue coming off, or you'll catch it like right under the rim, and it kind of makes people go like, wait, are those blue or are those black? What's going on here? And the answer is they're both. Both. And I like it because my eyes are blue, or kind of light green and blue, and I think that the flecks of blue in the glasses kind of I don't know, play off my eyes a little bit. I just always like these glasses. Even though they don't fit right, even though they're kind of too small for my face. But anyway, ironically, probably one of the first things I'm going to do after getting my eyes lasered is shop for glasses. Because I know that my near vision is going to be a lot worse. When I don't have anything on, like right there, it starts to get fuzzy. It's getting fuzzy right there. Right about here, it's crisp. But where it's crisp, it's like super vision. I can literally see like the cells of my hand. I can't see the cells, but it's kind of neat. I kind of like it, and there's a weird part of me that's gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss being able to see so closely. But already I'm starting to do the thing when I have my contacts in, where I have to kind of do that with small text. So I am absolutely at some point going to need reading glasses. So I'm probably going to go ahead and start looking for some as soon as I get this done. And I've heard that LASIK can actually affect your close vision, make it seem worse than normal. I think that's what one of the doctors told me. So I'm kind of expecting that to be something that really bothers me afterwards. I'm also looking into getting like jeweler glasses that have like the big magnifying things on it, just so I'll be able to do like close-up stuff like that, should I want to. I'm kind of weirdly excited about that. So I don't know. I'm a mix of emotions. I'm partly excited. I'm partly nervous and anxious. I've never had any kind of eye surgery before. I know that this is pretty routine stuff, but you know, I'm not really looking forward to somebody prying my eyeball open. That doesn't sound fun. What I understand though is that I'm going to be doped up enough to where I'm not going to care. So I'm looking forward to that. But like I've said before, I've talked about this a few different times. It's a weird identity thing. I don't know who I am if I have perfect vision. And there's a weird part of me that's feeling like I don't know, like I'm almost gonna miss it. But I mean, this could be like a life thing. This could be like a life lesson thing. You know, sometimes you gotta let the past go, let the past version of yourself fade away, so that a better version of you can move forward. And so I guess that's kind of what I'm doing here. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited. I'm anxious. I'm hungry. That has nothing to do with the glasses, but I need to go eat, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Actually, no, I did try to shoot a little bit. So I literally got this shot of me in the car being driven by my wife to the LASIK center. Go me, I'm such a documentarian. I got one shot. So I guess I could start by talking about the experience itself of getting it done, and then I'll tell you where I am right now, because I do have some concerns, some issues. I'm happy about it in some ways, and in other ways I'm kind of freaked out, if I'm being honest. But the procedure itself was not that bad. I mean, first of all, they gave me a Valium. It was funny because the nurse person came around. She's like, would you like to take some Valium? I'm like, yes. Like always, yes. But I took the Valium, and of course, after that started to kick in, it was kind of like, all right, cool, I'll just go along with this, whatever. And they give you drops in your eyes, and they're completely numb. And they do some little, they look around and make sure everything's where it needs to be. And then they lay you down on this thing that kind of just moves you from one. Like you're laying on this platform. There's like two different machines. One of them slices the eye, and the other. And I'll be honest, I don't know if it was a bladeless or not. I really don't know, because I couldn't see. But they put you on one thing and they do the cut, and then they move you to the other. They just kind of like move over, and that's where the laser does the thing. So the whole thing really, it took like 10-15 minutes. I went back there. When I came back out, my wife was in the waiting room, and she was like, so are they going to call you back, or are you done? And I was like, no, they did it. I'm done. She's like, what? Like she brought a book and everything. She was ready to hang out there for a while. In fairness, they did tell me to expect to wait there for a couple of hours. Not that the procedure would take that long, but because the whole thing would just take a while. But anyway, she was thinking it was going to be a couple hours, and it was like 15 minutes. It didn't hurt. The procedure itself, it didn't hurt. It is weird. It's freaky. It's like, You know how like if you push push on your eye with your thumb, you kind of start to see some stars and it kind of goes dark. You experience that because they put you down there, and I was expecting like a Clockwork Orange style, like, bars holding your eyes open. It Who would have thought that science has progressed in that time? It was actually a little clear plastic thing that they kind of stuck in there. And again, you don't feel it at all because they've numbed you up in there and everything. But it's weird. If you like, I'm not comfortable with putting my finger in my eye, even though I've put in contacts for 30 years or whatever. Whenever I've had makeup put on for various film projects or whatever, I'm the worst person in the world. When they start getting around my eyes, I'm just like doing that the whole time. So I'm not comfortable with it. But I suppose the Valium helped. And I just kind of had the mindset of, these guys do this 100 times a day. Like, this is just what they do. They've got it down to a science. It's literally a science. But so I kind of just tried to go with it and not think about it too much. But they put the little thing in the eye, and then the cutting part, it was just like this black dot that just comes down over your eye, and eventually you can't see anything, but you can feel it just kind of like pushing up against you. And that lasts for, I don't know, 10 seconds or so. And it's like one of these, it's like when you're at the dentist and you have to have something done, you just kind of focus on your breathing and try to just not think about it. And it was over pretty quickly. But then they slide you over to this other thing, and they say, just kind of look at this green dot, which kind of freaked me out because I was like, oh my God, if I like move the wrong way, or I was having trouble focusing on it because my eyes were, messed up. Probably the worst part, and it's honestly, it's making my eyes water right now thinking about it, is they do have to kind of open that flap up. And that requires them to take a brush or something and brush your eyeball with it. That is uncomfortable to think about. And again, like, even just thinking about it right now, it's making my eyes water. But what it looked like, of course, it was all blurry, but what it looked like to me was like a dentist tool, like the hook on a dentist thing that they would go into your mouth with. That's what it looked like. I'm sure that's not what it was, but that's what I saw with, yeah. You don't feel it. Again, you're numb. You can't feel it, but it is weird. But anyway, it was over quickly. What they said to do was to go home and just take a nap, just sleep it off, which I tried to do, but I was not able to sleep. My eyes were pretty much keeping me from sleeping. And what they said that the worst part was actually later. Like, when you first get home, you're kind of fine because you're still all numb and everything. But once the numbness wears off, that's when, it was pretty rough. It was pretty brutal for at least the first half of the day. I would close my eyes. See, my eyes are watering now just thinking about it. But I would close my eyes, and after, 5 minutes of having my eyes closed, it's like they just filled up with tears to where when I opened them, it just bleh down my face. But I tried to just take it easy, and things were pretty blurry for a while. They were in focus, but very smeary and just lots of artifacts and stuff. Had a lot of trouble focusing, especially close up on things, because my brain isn't used to it. In fact, the very same day I got an Apple Watch, which I'll talk about at some other point. I got the Apple Watch. I'd ordered it around Christmas, and it finally came in the day that I got back from the LASIK surgery. So it was funny because like I was trying to sleep, couldn't sleep. Then I was like, well, okay, I'm awake. I got this toy. Let me go open up the toy. And you know how Apple like has this wonderful packaging, and it's always like you find this one little thing and you pull it and everything comes. Well, I couldn't see, and so I'm like looking around, and I was just like this all day, trying to find it on the package. It took like an hour just to open the package. And then once I got it, I couldn't hardly see the watch. To this day, it's still kind of difficult to see. But I was basically given, a lot of, they got these Oasis Tears Plus. I've been putting these in about once an hour. I do have a follow-up appointment with the eye doctor tomorrow. I went in the day after, and he took a look at it, and he said everything looked good. But I am still, things are very hazy. There's a buddy of mine named Greg, whose channel is called Greg's Garage. Go check it out if you're into DIY stuff. But he also he's a guitar tech, and he like builds guitar tools and stuff. Anyway, just promoting Greg now. But Greg had it done, and we were talking on a Zoom call, and That was the word that he used, was smeary. He said everything was smeary for a while. And he said that his did eventually go away. I forget how long he said it took to go away. But it's now been a week tomorrow that I've had mine done. And things are still kind of smeary. There's two things that are concerning me right now with it. One is the smeariness and the haziness. And that contributes in a lot of ways. First of all, it's just kind of, when especially when you're looking at like an open window, it just kind of things get blown out, and headlights at night look about that big in your view. It's not so bad that I can't drive. It's actually, it could be a lot worse. I actually thought it'd be a lot worse, but it's significant. I'll put it that way. I was saying to somebody that it looks like the way they lit Sybil Shepherd in every episode of Moonlighting back in the 80s, like just very hazy and soft focus and everything. That's a very relevant reference to you guys. So that is just annoying for one thing, but for the other thing, when you're reading things, especially small print, that haziness kind of causes those letters to sort of blur together, and it's making reading fairly difficult right now. I've been told that goes away, and I'm keeping that in mind, trying to be patient. But the other thing is a focus issue. So I think I talked about it before, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to need some reading glasses fairly soon. I was fully expecting that when I got this done, I was going to need some reading glasses. Now I haven't gone out and bought any yet, but I'm feeling pretty sure it's going to happen. But yeah, close up focusing has been very difficult. And one of the bummers is I got this watch literally the day that I got my eyes lasered, and it's very hard to focus on it. Like I'm struggling to focus on it right now. And the thing about it being a watch is you can't really move it too far away. I can't do that with it. It's actually pretty close up. But the thing is, if I sit there and I really like spend a minute to look at it, it'll come into focus. Like it's readable. It's coming into focus right now. When I first wake up in the morning and my eyes are still kind of dry, I can't read my phone. I got a couple of texts this morning and I'm just like, I can't read this, So I had to put some drops in, give it a minute, and after a while I got to where okay, there we go, I can see it. But that's been a concern that it's not going to get a little bit better. I'm hoping that it gets better. And I keep thinking to myself that I don't know how much of it is like my eye healing. I don't know how much of it is my brain getting used to this new topology of my eye or whatever. I don't know if it's just presbyopia and my lenses are going because I'm getting older. I'm just trying to be patient with it, but it's encouraging that every once in a while, yeah, it'll get clear. I'll just like pull up a phone and realize, oh wow, that looks perfectly clear. That's cool. But at the same time, I went to pick up some food at a restaurant the other day and I got the receipt and I couldn't read the receipt. I was trying to tip them and I'm just like, I can't read it. But again, hopefully that clears up. Hopefully that gets a little bit better. I guess we'll see. So yeah, any of you out there who have had LASIK, I would love to hear your experiences in the comments. How long did it take to clear up? I know it's only been a week, so I'm trying to just be chill. I think I saw that some people took like nearly a month or more. So, yeah, writing it out. But yeah, according to Greg, he said, one day you're just going to wake up and everything's in focus and the smeariness is gone and it's going to be the best thing that you've ever done. So, Greg, I'm waiting for that to happen. We'll see. But anyway, that's the LASIK thing. I got it done, and we'll see what a good idea that was in the near future. My eyes are actually, they're starting to itch a little more just in the last couple of days, so I'm thinking that means that they're healing. I hope that's what that means. Just trying to keep the drops in them and keep them moisturized. And I'll fill you in as it goes, but I've had people ask, so I thought I would talk about it. But anyway, that's it for now. That's how my 2021 has started. I hope yours is going well, and I'll follow up and catch up with you guys later. All right? Love you guys. Take care.